Hey guys, it's Dizzy here, and I want to show you a trick on how to level your blacksmith and get a lot of gear and gold in the Diablo 3 beta. Now I'm playing a wizard, and these are the skills that I'm using. I'm using Shock Pulse, Wave of Force, Electrocute just for a little bit of range damage, and the Disintegrate for an extra skill. I don't really need a force skill. As you can see, I've got my blacksmith to level 2 and I'm working on getting it higher. Just need those pages of training. Now the stats I have on my items are such. I have a lot of attack. I have a whole bunch of attack on all my items, and what that gives me is it gives my character 145% more extra damage. So I'm doing quite a bit of damage. So let's go ahead and show you what we're doing. Basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running the Skeleton King over and over again. How do you do this? Basically you have to leave the game right as you kill him. It's quite easy, especially if you kill him quickly. So we run here and we just open the gate as quick as possible, and we have to sit through the cinematic. Unfortunately, can't really cancel out of it. As you can see, this one was a little bit bugged. And we go ahead to the right here and wait for the little skeletons to spawn. I like to shoot my chain lightning at this faraway skeleton here, so I can get everything killed. So as my mercenary kills the other guy, I run ahead and try to activate the Skeleton King. Now if you've been paying attention, you could see that my character is actually doing quite a bit of damage. So let's take a look at how quickly we can kill the Skeleton King right here. Basically what we're going to use is the Shock Pulse attack, this one, because it hits 3 times for 75 to 100 damage. So as soon as the Skeleton King spawns, we're just going to basically right click on him. Now about 2 attacks in, what we want to do is we want to click leave game, collect all the items, and go again. So as you can see, we got a couple of items, a couple of rings, and when we start the game once again, as you can see, when we zone in, we can actually teleport to the Royal Crypt once more, and we can do the Skeleton King over and over. She only drops 2 items, so you will have to do this quite a bit, but it is a lot quicker than just going a lot and killing things as you can. As you can see here, actually we got an upgrade, a little bit more attack, 2% more damage. Most of the items he drops are very bad. I mean, they're just disenchant fodder, but occasionally you do get a decent item. Here I can safely disenchant all the random items I've got, and as we clear him, we will notice that he never drops a rare other than the first time you kill him, so rares are pretty rare in the game. Occasionally you will get a rare from a mob, but it's been so many runs that I've done and I've never seen a single rare or unique item from the Skeleton King other than the first time I've killed him. So once again, we're just gonna go ahead and right click here and do did you see I did half his life in 1 attack. We're gonna kill him, and we're gonna repeat this over and over. Now it takes a lot of materials to really get that damage going, or rather get the materials for the blacksmith going. So you're gonna be doing this thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. So every second you can save, of course it's gonna help you. You can pick up a bit of gold here. You want to disenchant your items as you're doing this, so make sure that you are saving as much time as possible, not doing things unnecessarily. You want to run ahead as well as you can and all that jazz. And slowly you're going to pick up these subtle essences and the common scraps, and then you'll be able to craft things with them. I feel like here we can actually disenchant the items for gold, and I'll show you guys what the crafting looks like right after this. So again, we go ahead, run up to the Skeleton King, clear up a bit of urns. They're called ashes, it should be called urn, like in Diablo 2. And as the Skeleton King spawns, he takes his time. I mean, he's really into speeches and all that. When he spawns, you can kill him. So right here, we basically kill him right away. It's incredible how much quicker I'm able to kill the Skeleton King on a max level character with everything maxed out. It's also useful to have a solid state drive like I do. Things load quite quickly. So let's go ahead and craft a couple items. Let's see. it looks like my boots aren't of that good, so I want to go ahead and replace my boots with something better. So let's see, there are these boots, so let's try to craft a couple of those. That doesn't look good. Let's go ahead and sell it. These boots don't look good at all. Actually need gold, not materials at this point. No, that doesn't look good either. Let's see, can I afford to make another one? Huh. I don't think I can afford anything. So this is how it goes, and you're going and doing this run over and over again so you can eventually level your character. Now, occasionally in this area right here, there's a little kind of preacher's table thing, or an altar that a tomb of or rather page of training can spawn, and that's really the item that you're looking for. If you want to grind on the pages of training, you can occasionally just go ahead and redo the last quest over and over again. That's a pretty easy way of doing it too. But if you're just doing this, you can occasionally get a page of training every 20 or so runs as you're doing the Skeleton King. So it's pretty mindless. It's nice to listen to some music in the background. Definitely don't play with a sound on, because as you can hear, there's a whole bunch of things going on and screaming, and I hope I'm not shouting over things. But you don't want to play with sound on. It's just it's cool to listen to the game the first couple of times, but when you're on attempt number 79 or 790 or whatever attempt I'm on, you really don't appreciate the Skeleton King yelling really loudly at you. And we're going again and again and again. I think my mercenary can probably solo the Skeleton King at this point. I've never tried. It's gonna take too much time, but that's definitely a possibility. This is a decent item, but I have a lot of better ones. Attack is your number one thing. I've never tried really getting magic find items. I have about 20 magic find on my items as is. I just don't think I'll kill things as quickly as possible. Perhaps the way the game works is, once you hit over 100 magic find, you will get an occasional rare, but really in the 400 or so runs I've done, I haven't seen a single rare item. All I've seen are magic items. Rare items give you a fallen tooth when you disenchant them, apparently. The other ones give you subtle essences. And I haven't seen anything that can be crafted with the fallen tooth. I still can level my blacksmith profession level, but I haven't gotten through all the pages of training because I actually can't stand running Act 2. This kind of mindless work is actually fairly easy for me, but all the other stuff is pretty difficult. Let's go ahead and craft ourselves a second pair of boots. See if we can get something really going with a bit of more attack. Potentially the best items I think you can have are a whole bunch of things with attack on them and extra damage. As we can see here, this was useless. Blacksmith's something. Huh. I don't know what that was. That was interesting. What item was that? I've never been able to click on that. Here's a scribe. It's called a scribe's lantern, so you usually want to run and open that and see if something drops. Occasionally it drops an elixir. Once you open it a whole bunch of times, it'll go cycle through all the unique dialogue books, so you won't really hear the storyline, but definitely check those out when you have time. And as long as you keep running over and over on the same kind of lock, you're going to be getting those either elixirs, or you're going to be getting yourself an occasional page of training or scroll of companionship, which I haven't gotten in a long time. And as you're doing that, you'll eventually level your blacksmithing profession. I think at this point the items I'm making are actually quite rare. I haven't seen too many people put up similar things on the auction house, so you could probably just farm these things and make a decent amount of gold as long as you craft the decent items and sell them for 10 or 20 or 30,000 gold each. Rares I think sell better because people don't understand at this point how the stats work. That one is nice, we can sell it. The game connection's been lost. That's weird. Let's see. I wonder if we got a bug out. Oh, let's see what this thing is called. It's called Blacksmith's Belongings. Well, it's not nice to rifle through other people's belongings, but we just gave it a click anyway. Well, check this out. You can actually click on the forge armor thing, and I think there's a forge weapon thing, and automatically go to the right thing. And to repair, you can go in here. I don't want to repair right now; it costs too much. Let's go ahead and make ourselves another pair of boots. Usually, you want to go ahead and save up all this material so you can make 30 or 40 boots in the same time. But because I'm showing this to you guys, I am of course doing one at a time. It's probably time inefficient to craft it. It'll take many hours of magic finding or material finding to do this, but I think you're getting pretty decent gold by actually disenchanting or selling the materials. Basically what happens is you're getting 2 or 3 items worth about 300 to 400 gold every run, depending on whether you get the good ones that give you extra sales or not, or sell price. So as you're doing that, what you're doing is you're taking about 2 or 3 minutes per run, and you're gaining about 6,000 gold an hour. Is that right? It's not that much. I guess you're gold farming is going to be perhaps an issue in Diablo, because as you can see, it does take a lot of. Wow, did you see that hit? I just took a lot of. I feel like I'm using static field in Diablo 2 or something. Ooh, this one is nice actually. That's an upgrade for me. It has more attack and it has a maximum life percentage. It's a wizard hat. So apparently my hat wasn't the best in slot yet. Let's see. Yep. Oh yeah, we got more life. 300 and adventuring hide belt. That's useless. I think these experience items are potentially useful as you are leveling in your character, but you know, attack is just so much more powerful when you're trying to get things done, because if you're doing so much more damage. Oh, look at the cute hat, that is so adorable. If you're doing more damage to everybody, oh look at that. This is this one, and this is this one. Yeah, 160k. 160, not K, there's no K. We're not playing World of Warcraft here, we're playing Diablo 3. Although, you know what, I think we're gonna get damage to the tens of thousands range, and maybe even potentially you could probably get hundreds of thousands range damage in attacks, because I did play the beta, or rather the PP beta in BlizzCon this year, just a couple of days, a week or two ago, and I remember that attack on the characters was in the 1000+ range, so you're doing 1000+% extra damage. So I think the amount of damage you're going to do will eventually add up. So I think at this point you guys are kind of bored of watching me do this stuff, so let's go ahead and craft one more item and then sign off. And there we go, nothing good. So this is Dizzyit with your Diablo 3 tips on gold farming and item farming, signing off here.